I am Game Guide. It's time for more Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons. Still going. We got lots of stuff to do. Oops. Well, careful. Moosh is heavy. He'll just kind of fall into the pits in the grass. It's not a good day for Moosh, sadly. Anyway, now that it is the ability to be summer, I can go ahead and go back to the stump. We might find some secrety secrets hanging out in the swamp, I think. Might be a fun time this day. Yeah, you remember this bug on a wall? You remember it, Moosh? I hope you do. I sure do. Ah, you've moved over here. Why would you do this? Anyway, we can now change it to summer, which means we can now enter. Level 3, Poison Moth's Lair. It's a place that exists. Ah, you gotta watch out for these spike tops. They're spiky and probably a guy of some sort. Maybe gender not determined. Good defense is the best offense against spikes, says you. I have a shovel. Yeah! Shovel is the best defensive item. The game wants you to actually use your shield, by the way. Like, if you use your shield, you can bump them over. I just find it hilarious to use the shovel. So, you know. Ah, Moldorms. Moldorms are my friend. Spoiler alert, I'm lying. They're absolutely not anyone's friend. Do not be confused. Just don't. Do not. Simply do not. Just don't. Refrain. Exclude. Can't get that. That's a small gap that I cannot cross. Master Hand has returned for his crazy hand revenge. Do not get grabbed, is my advice to you. I believe the puzzle here, there is in fact one, because that's a pressure switch. You gotta push this pot in a particular way that allows it to get on the switch. So you gotta be careful. That's my advice to you. I accidentally hit the thing. This is a problem with recording 3DS stuff, is the cord is very sensitive. Don't worry, it's fine. Everything is still good. These guys mimic your movements, so be careful. I believe also, if you have the boomerang, you can use it on this guy. It doesn't turn into a fairy, but, you know, still useful. I think. Uh-oh! Can't go that way. That's Danger Town. Can I push this without the power bracelet? No, it's too heavy to move. I can just push pots without the power bracelet equipped. I mean, I need the power bracelet to push the pots, but I actually need the power bracelet to push these. Like, for the record, you do have to, I think, hold A? Yeah, I have to hold A to actually push this. So, in case you wanted to know, that's the solution to pushing these fallen pillars. Just, you know, FYI. Those things will squish you if they roll back towards you know, the edge of the wall there, so you gotta be careful. I think I came from that door, so I don't want to go in there. Ah, Pole's voice. Fun fact! Now that I've got myself a flute... I alluded to this before, but, you know, Pole's voice do not like noise. Also, the sound of the flute changed based on the animal buddy that you get. That's Moosh's song, in case you wanted to know. Yo, I got myself 10 bombs. There's a suspicious-looking wall to the north here. I wonder if it's explodable. Yes. Yes, it is. I got myself a map. Maps are fun. I love maps. This one looks like... a butterfly and its hat. That's what I'm gonna go with. I know it's Poison's Moth Lair. Poison's Moth Lair. No, it's Poison Moth Lair. Poison Moth's Lair. One of those is the correct, but I don't know which one. Ah, yes, we got ourselves a puzzle here. This one always stuck out to me as kind of odd. I'm gonna have to think for a moment how to solve this insidious puzzle. I think actually what I want to do is push that there, push you... That was incorrect, actually, because now I'm not gonna be able to move the other red statue, so... I mean, I think that was correct up to a point. I just needed to do it not that way. Maybe. Yeah, no, okay, I see. Alright. See, I needed to do it in this particular fashion so that I can go ahead and push these down here. Puzzle solved. This way continues to be P-Hats. After all these years. I can't believe it. Nobody even likes P-Hats. Why are they existent? Truly. It's a mystery for the ages. I'm playing Oracle of Seasons. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. It's just not. It is, in fact, the opposite of that. Boomerang you can use to push this guy around also. And you can also throw in diagonals, in case you didn't know. Careful not to fall, though. Oh, Boomerang also stuns these guys? Interesting. I was not aware of that. If ideally would like, you can kind of get them all into a corner so they all occupy the same space. Generally, it will make it a little bit easier. But yeah, you know. Oh, baby, we got Rock's Feather. You feel light as a feather now, boy, do ya ever. Finally, Link has the ability, after all these years, to jump. Jumping is a very useful skill. Do keep this in mind. But yes, I am trying to remember what actually is down here. There is a chest and some P-Hats trying to sneak up on me. Always jump upstairs, kids. It's faster than walking on them. That's for sure. P-Hats, you can attack them when they're on the ground in case you are not familiar with the Zelda lore. This is a shortcut back to the beginning because now I can jump across that gap. I don't want to do that right now though, for you see, I can also jump across this gap to get to somewhere new. A new location for me to explore. Rock's Feather comes into play a whole lot more when you're in like little side-scroller areas, because it is pretty much a platformer at that point. So you gotta be careful. There's spikes on the floor, and that's dangerous, sir. Remember, kids, touching spikes, not a good time. Just don't do it. Do not. Mr. Owl has a solution for me, probably. Jumping up and on will send you even higher. I mean, if you say so. These are trampolines, which I think is a neat gimmick. You can jump on them and they bounce you up to the next upper floor. It's pretty great. Found myself a compass. That's pretty cool. Now I can see where all the chests are. The chests are here. Also, the trampoline can be pushed. Sometimes. I had a little trouble there, but don't worry. It in fact can be pushed. You want to push it over to here, because you may have noticed there was another hole here. Finally, the secrets have been revealed. All right, we got ourselves a crazy room here, so we got another excuse to not equip the sword. Gotta watch out for spikes on the floor. I mentioned back in the one place that spikes on the floor, not a great time. Do avoid, if at all possible. There's a key over there. I wonder how it is I am intended to obtain it. Probably by some sort of shenanigans, if I had to guess. If you jump on the trampoline while you're not above a hole, or below a hole, it's kind of funny. Like, Link just hits his head and is visibly in pain as he returns to the floor. Sad day for Link. Truly tragic in every way imaginable. But it's alright. He will persist. He will go on with his life. he will obtain this magical key that exists. I don't have a sword equipped, so killing this slime is just not a thing that's gonna happen. A lot like I said with Moosh, while you're jumping, you're generally invincible to things, so you gotta watch out for when you land though, because obviously when you're not in the air, you are not invincible. That's just how invincibility works. You gotta jump on top of thwomps all day. These are like pretty blatantly thwomps. Like, they're not the same as thwomps, but they are functionally identical. It's kind of great. Yeah, we're back here now. How do I get that chest? Actually, I think I get that chest in a different sort of way. You can go back towards the room with the grabby master hand, but I think it's actually faster to just go back this way. Probably, because at least then I don't have to push the blocks again. Well, they're not blocks, but they're pots, you know. You know how it is. Because where I'm aiming to go is back where that button collapsed the floor, because now I can just jump over the button. That's the solution to the puzzle, in case you didn't figure it out on your own yet. Just casually running into stuff. That's me. I love. End of sentence. I should probably pick up those pots or something. See if I can't find something underneath, but I didn't. It's alright. It's fine. I will persist. There's hearts here. I think I can get the chest by going this way. Probably. What do you have to say, Mr. Owl? Ah, in water, it is invincible. Well, that's unfortunate. I wish whatever it is wasn't in water so I could kill it. There's a Gasha seed, though. Gosh darn it! I said the funny thing, guys. I'm so proud of myself. I wanted to actually use this again. I guess stuff does respawn even if you don't leave the dungeon. It's fine. This boss is the thing. You gotta have a sword equipped for one thing, but I think you just grab him and throw him up. And then you can slash him with the sword sometimes. It's kind of difficult to do so though. This boss is mildly dangerous. Also, you have to be careful not to throw him in the water. Also, that one guy pushed me. It was very rude, honestly. Well, I've killed one of them, so this fight is now 33% easier. By definition. Just, you know. You can probably hit them enough to actually get rid of them in one cycle. Maybe. Probably, but I'm not that good. Sad to say. Also, I just kind of keep standing on top of them. Unfortunate, but it's fine. You wanna come on out of the water there, guy? What even are these? Like some sort of weird squid thing with a mouth on its head? Truly no one knows. I certainly don't, that's for sure. But it's alright. It's alright. Up here now, we should have access. I believe this path leads to the boss door, so I don't want to go that way just yet. In fact, what it is I want to do is go over here and fall down this hole. Finally, a hole for me to go down. Uh-oh, this is dangerous. Ha! I am now safe. My quick thinking allowed me to live. It's fine. All right, boss key obtained. Sadly, we're kind of back at the beginning of the dungeon now, but it's all right. You know what? When I was in the other dungeon, I didn't check to see if I got all the chests, but obviously I did here, so no worries there. Thankfully, this nice warp is here, so I can just kind of head on back. Because, I mean, this dungeon's a little bit lopsided. Like, the mini-boss is pretty much right at the end. It's a little weird, because I can just go to the boss now. So, you know, that's a thing, I guess. It's totally a thing. It's the most thing. The most thing, anyway. Poison Moth's lair, the boss is obviously Mothula. Gotta watch out for Mothula, though. Mothula's kind of rude, actually, because Mothula will try to push you down the hole. For the record, falling in the hole means restarting the fight. So you gotta be careful in this particular fight. Use your spin attack if you can. Not too difficult, just make sure you don't fall. Because again, falling resets the fight. Not good time. Not a good time. I did not need to fall though, so it's okay. We got ourselves a sun sitting on the moon. It's an essence of nature. Young shoots grow quickly under the warm rays of the bright sun. Just kind of straight up did an entire dungeon in an episode. I'm the best! That was my Toad impression. It wasn't very good. Sup, tree? Hua! Thank you, G-Guy. I too feel the bright sun. I dreamt of the waterfall in the mountain north of Sunken City. Perhaps the next essence is there. I don't know, maybe. It's certainly a possibility. What do you think, Moosh? Moosh doesn't think about much. It's fine. You know, he's a good boy. His heart is in the right place. Doesn't have to be smart. Anyway, next time, I think we've had enough Oracle of Seasons. I think it's time to go back to our time-traveling shenanigan town in Oracle of Ages. I'll see you later and goodbye.